Okay, Dave, go live.
Good evening, everybody. We're live in the Pits of Metal Cast. Host Dave. I got singer, bassist Jarvis Leathery from Night Demon and Cirith. How you doing, Jarvis?
Pretty good. How's it going?
Not bad. So Jarvis, Robert said to make sure we tell you hi,
Okay, right on.
and he said Cirith would not be around right now if it weren't for you.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, maybe current day, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Cool,
Currently,
yeah.
to be back together again.
Right on, yeah.
So Night Demon, you guys got a couple shows coming up, right?
Oh, always, man. Yeah, we're touring a lot, getting around a lot. We just got off a 2-month tour with Accept, and yeah, we'll be headed back out in May.
So you did Europe with Accept, right?
Uh-huh.
And how'd that go?
Fantastic, man. It was a great experience. The guys are really cool. Shows were great. Yeah, no complaints there. It was awesome.
Now, for you, starting bass guitar, when did you start playing bass guitar? Well, how old were you?
Oh, I don't know. I think in my 20s.
Then what
Sometime in my early 20s, yeah.
What made you decide to play bass guitar?
I don't know. I wasn't a good enough guitar player. I guess, so I thought that would be easier. Little did I know, but no. That's pretty much the reason. I wanted to be like Eddie Van Halen, but I just couldn't compete. I guess so. I went for bass.
Now, for the bass we use, did you self-teach yourself or were you take lessons?
Yeah, I took a couple guitar lessons when I was younger, but mostly self-taught.
So up to this day, have you ever learned to play guitar yet?
Yeah, I mean, I've not good.
Do you play any other instruments?
No.
So what year did you start singing?
Well, I mean, I was singing in bands and stuff like when I was in high school, but probably seriously, around my late 20s. But yeah, I just wanted to, I didn't want to be in a band with singers anymore. I just kind of wanted to do it on my own, just so I wouldn't have to rely on anybody really. So that was the reason for that.
So before Night Demon, how many bands did you play in?
36.
36. Did any of them do any recordings?
Oh, a lot of them, yeah. Too many to name. The info's out there, but yeah, too much. It's way stuff. It's a lot of stuff. It's a whole nother lifetime ago.
So did you put out any albums with any of these bands?
Danny.
So now, Night Demon, you formed Night Demon?
I did, yeah.
Then what made you decide to form the band Night Demon?
I just wanted to play some classic hard rock with a few good friends of mine, that were kind of into the same thing. So, I mean, that's kind of how it all started. It wasn't a serious thing. It was just an intention to do that,
And how'd you come up with the name Night Demon?
Just try to come up with some kind of heavy metal cliche kind of name, I guess. Nothing too well thought out. It wasn't taken, so I was like, all right, let's go with this, So yeah, not a whole lot of thought went into it early on.
So what would you say the genre is for Night Demon? Just heavy metal?
I would say so. That's it. Hard rock, heavy metal. Simple enough.
So now you guys are managed or you're self-managed?
Self-managed.
You do all the business for Night Demon, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you got to handle Night Demon and Cirith Ungol.
Yeah, I manage 6 bands. And we have a festival, so we stay busy, That's what you got to do if you want to do it full time, time.
So now I understand this year will be the last Frost and Fire in California?
It'll be the last Frost and Fire in Ventura.
So you're still going to do one in the States?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. So this one's number 4 this year, right?
Correct.
So
we have one in London as well.
Yeah, that's what Robert was saying. So now what made you decide to start the Frost and Fire Festival?
To start it?
Yeah, what made you decide to start it up in the first place?
There was just room for it. Just it needed to be. There was nothing here like it, and a lot of fans that like that kind of stuff. So the playing field was wide open, and the opportunity was there.
So for next year, do you have any ideas where you're going to go?
I do, yeah. I can't speak about it yet, but we've got something really cool worked out.
All right, so this year's lineup, who's all playing for this year?
Cirith, Ungol, Slowfag, Gygax, Tanith, Screamer, Lady Beast, Haunt, Exhumer, Midnight, Night Demon, Shock Paris, Destructor, Cloven Hoof, Vicious Rumors, Sacred Few. Who else we got? Satan, Pagan Altar, Ashbury, Visigoth. I know I'm leaving somebody out, but that's most of it there.
Then the festival is 2 days?
3.
3 days. What? Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Thursday through Saturday.
Then if people want to buy tickets, where do they buy tickets at?
frostandfirefest.com.
Now when they buy tickets, do they got different kind of packages for the, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day?
Yeah, there's all kinds of different options up there. But there are 3-day passes available yet.
So now, when you first picked up bass guitar, do you have any inspirational bass players?
Yeah, I liked Cliff Burton a lot, Steve Harris from Iron Maiden, Geezer Butler, Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. I was never really that into Rush, but I thought Geddy Lee was a pretty fantastic bassist. Those are the main influences, the standards.
Yeah.
The good guys. Jack Bruce, I listen to Cream a lot, so that was cool. Yeah, those are the main ones.
So now, what made you decide to do a 3-piece band?
What's that again?
I said, what made you decide to do a 3-piece band?
Just necessity. We couldn't find a second guitar player that was good enough to be in the band and that wanted to do it. So, I mean, that was it. I don't really like 3-piece bands, so that was not like the ideal situation. But we just did what we had to do, and now I'm fully comfortable with that decision,
Yeah. So now, are you excited to be playing the NYDM Spring Bash?
Yeah, it'll be cool. I've actually played plenty of shows out that way, and it's into the Metal Grill and stuff, but I know it's closed, so I don't know what's going to be happening out there, what the venue's like, but yeah, we're always excited to stay out there.
Yeah, you guys are on the Sunday show with the Cirith Ungol?
Yeah, as far as I know, I think that's correct, yeah.
So now, how is it for you doing double duty with 2 bands in one night?
It's difficult sometimes, but I always survive it, So at the end of the night, it's pretty good. Sometimes I'm pretty tired, but last time I had to do it, it was pretty cool, I mean, you just got to get through it, There's worse problems in life, but it does. It's not the easiest thing when it's back to back. If I have a break between a few bands, that always helps.
Yeah. So now so far, as long as Night Demon's been together, what's been the fondest memory you have of the band?
One more time.
So I said, as long as the band's been together right now, Night Demon, what's been the fondest memory for you with this band?
It's hard to say. There's been so many things that have happened. I don't know. I guess the fondest memory was starting it out, you know? I mean, really just starting it out and feeling good about it, and just having an overall feeling of just kind of knowing that, you know, I guess after 36 bands, I kind of like found my vehicle to play the music that's pleasant to me, you know?
Now, with any of these 36 other bands, have you ever been to Europe before?
Many times. Yeah.
Okay, so Night Demon, you already been there before. I was gonna ask, was Night Demon, wasn't a good memory to go to Europe with Night Demon, but you already been there many times, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd done it a lot before with other bands and stuff, but no, it was a different thing to go with Night Demon. It was a better thing to go with Night Demon, and you know, we've done it. I mean, over 10 times, I believe, and we'll be going back quite a few times this year. So we've got a good thing going there.
Yeah, they got a big following in Europe.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Like, well, for album sale-wise, you do pretty good in Europe?
Very, very well. We do pretty good in the States, too, but Europe is far dominant.
So now, in your opinion, what are the pros and cons of the music business?
Oh man, that's a whole other conversation. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of. I'll just say that I do this because it's who I am. So the cons don't really matter. You know, there's going to be cons in everything you do, but if it's what you love to do, then you just got to roll with it, not complain about it. You know.
Yeah.
Get through those obstacles.
So what are the pros?
The pros, I mean, you know, playing rock and roll every night, I guess, is the biggest one, you know? That's it, just doing what you want to do, you know? Getting out there, being able to play every night is a great feeling. And people liking what you do is nice, too. People showing their appreciation for it.
So now, Jarvis, do you have one embarrassing moment from being in Night Demon that you could actually share?
I split my pants one time on stage. That was pretty embarrassing. I had to run off and change those really quick. But, God, that was probably the most embarrassing moment for me, personally.
Yeah. So, what's your opinion on illegal downloading?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's wrong because it's illegal, right? You know, it's against the law, and it steals from the artist and the record company. You know? But I don't know. I've done it before, so I'm not. I don't do it now, and I haven't done it much. Not much at all, really. But you know, I don't know. It's an interesting world. It's a new frontier for the music business. So the best thing to do is to adapt to that change instead of trying to fight it, and find new and creative ways to get your music out there. And you know, and I mean, if somebody likes it enough to take the time to download it, I mean, I guess that's cool. If they like it more than that and they become a huge fan, you know, maybe they'll want the physicals or they'll go see a concert. So there are some good things to it for sure.
So now, how important is social media to your band?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's important because that's the platform that people get their information on. I mean, I think I'd like to be more active than we are on it, but I mean, you know, we post the necessary stuff. We have good news coming through every day, so we keep people informed through it, but we don't use it as a personal platform.
So now, besides NYDM Spring Bash and Frost and Fire, what else do you have planned for the United States for this year?
We have Hell's Heroes Fest, which is the same weekend as the day before we're at that Spring Bash. We're doing the Strike Fest in LA on the 23rd of June. We're doing a Warped Tour in Ventura 24th of June. We have some headlining dates in August, and then some support dates in August with those unannounced. So I can't say who that's with yet, but that looks to be pretty good. And maybe some East Coast in November. sure yet. Still waiting on that.
Now, for up and coming bands, what kind of advice would you give them?
Do it because you want to do it. Do it for the music and nothing else.
So now, if people listening want to find out all your shows and all that online, what's the best way for them to find all the information?
Nightdemon.net. You can find out everything about the band there, and links to social media, links to the tour dates, and links to Frost and Fire. Everything's there.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good. Well, thanks for your time, Jarvis.
All right, Dave. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. 15 minutes.